Alright, so welcome to episode 5 of TacoDragonPlays Literature Club. It's gonna continue where I left off last time and whatnot. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't say it's any better either. What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see you recognize some of my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. And you think so? Yeah, well, I guess you've been friends with her for so long. You might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type after all. Has a type all of a sudden. Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's not like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem now. Here. Amy likes spiders. I don't even understand how they come up with this stuff, to be honest. You know what? I heard about Amy. Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. Yep, that's great. Alright. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to rhythm of her words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. Okay. That's why I'm not friends with her. This is a stupid poem. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't get... she doesn't hurt... If it... gosh darn. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross, the world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Okay. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll ever have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is a ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks doesn't matter. It can't be it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Okay. Something that you're afraid of. Something you're afraid if people find out, they'll make fun of you or think less of you. but that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Are we gonna do the same thing again tomorrow? This is retarded. I'm gonna skip these people. Let's see what you've written for today. Yay, nice long complex sentences. That's great. Hold on. Well, thank you. Your skills are already improving. Yep, the power of pointing and clicking. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I think me sick. Life's hard. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poems to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work on your brain like tuning a bunch of gears. Or turning a bunch of gears. Letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, example of that, if you'd like to read it, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly holds her poem to me. Her poem. Yay! Strange font. The raccoon. How long is this? Oh, great. Alright, so it happened. Where is it? It happened in the dead of night while I was sleeping. I'm not reading this, I don't feel like it. Alright, there you go. Problem solved. I was a little more daring with this one yesterday's. Oh yeah, I can totally see that. I definitely read it all. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. I didn't read it. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas and express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. This is great. I suck at reading. Yeah, if I take it to face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more usual hobbies, or unusual hobbies. It's the sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So does what's called that person's poem relate to this poem or her life or something? So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for strange interests? Yeah. She did. Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anyone. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have a lot in common. You guys should start dating, you know. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging her, isn't it? Please don't tell her that I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. Might be ranting on a little for now. But I'm glad you're a good listener. I wasn't really paying attention. And the last one, I don't really care who should I talk to next. It's the only person there. Hi, TacoDragon. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. Makes you think of series, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Okay. That's kind of an exaggeration of it. Or it, whatever. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time together with her, even if it's in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. I'm just teasing. Weird body positions again. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them... don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. It's just I'm still getting used to being here. That's all. Yep. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. You're making me write a poem every single day. I didn't really mean it like that. No, don't worry. If I get what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway. Want to read my poem now? Not really. I guess I have to. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Yeah. I thought she always gets like their own special music. This is not that long. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless. What does it say? Coke fluent. I don't even know what this is. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Okay, is that a cross? Right? Okay. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard with a turntable. Clanny, I don't care anymore. Alright, there we go. That's nice. Alright, two more abstract than the last one. Now, she likes abstract stuff. Wait, she's not even in the character thing, is she? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just, the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of your poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really the way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what the poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression or a feeling change. Or a feeling of change. Or one of those. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not everyone is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. It sounds like life. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay. You never know when it might change your mind, or what might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is that even a tip about writing? Is this a tip about writing? Oh gosh, writing. What am I even talking about? Yeah, I'm a little confused about what you're talking about. That's my advice for today. I feel like she wasn't even... Okay. Thanks for listening. That's, slightly interesting there, but I won't say anything. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Yeah, pretty much. All done there. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come and sit in the front of the room. It's about the festival. Well, sort of. We really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Yeah, you can. You can just throw some trash everywhere and say it's a trash can. It's a good place. It's helpful to people. We just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well in last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. I'm gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah has been working on posters, and I've even designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us we're actually going to be doing it for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. Oh, yay. More reading. The cool part, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. But once you put papers on the wall, you put like a book to staple it to the wall. Big old like Harry Potter book or something. Starts putting it on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry, who's been coloring a poster, holds up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsu. You guys already pretty much did, but whatever. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes off her head in fear. Okay. Guys, no Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. But they do that in anime and stuff though. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put out a good performance, and it will inspire others to do the same. It's like a proper place to click. Her finger's almost going into her eye. That's more. Wait. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that the literature club is all about. Yeah. Now she's really about to poke her in the eye. It's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself, and finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. Yeah, I'm done with this game. For a cutoff, so I can actually end this. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Not really. I'm pretty sure I joined from like a cupcake or something. Just get bribed by food and tricked by a friend. Do you want to share with the others? Do you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feeling what brought them here in the first place. You know, I know you do too, or whatever. I know we all do. And if it all takes, oh gosh, dang it. And if I still can't read it. And if all it takes the standing in front of room for the skip, problem solved. And I know you can do it too, or it's still failing. It's great. Tiki and Riri just remain silent. Can't read. Riri looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. Like Suri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. At least we can do a soft mount for a little bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Okay, fine. Guess I'll just have to get over with it. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Silence. Okay, she glances around the room at everyone. Okay, sigh. Guess they don't really have a choice. I mean, you still have a choice, but whatever. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. Anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting it in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite the poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Alright, so I'm gonna end this. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Like no, stop. Stop reading. Alright, whatever. Stand up the poem. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, there you go, I'm done. I quit.